Those signs aren't lying outdoors. Although, I don't know what they mean by passenger car. Yeah, up ahead it gets kind of nasty. My truck could probably take it, but it's still doing that weird thing with the steering, so I don't really want to push its luck until I can sort that out. So yeah, we're doing a mushroom hunt today. We're off Route 9, headed into the towards a place called Little Pond. Years ago, I was in here, I think further down, I found more lion's mane than I'd ever found in my life. So I'm hoping for a repeat of that. It is about past 4:30 on a Monday, so this is kind of an after work thing. First time I've noticed this. Kind of an after work thing, so we're not going to be in here too long. I mostly just came in here to get my steps in, to be quite honest with you. But if we can get our exercise on and get some mushrooms, that's a pretty good deal, I think. So off we go. So you're all well and good back there. You know, people live up here, so they have to drive into here. But let's get to about here. Yeah, you might want to think of something different with your vehicle. I don't know. I've taken a vehicle down there, but like I said, it's a truck. So see, this is weird. There's a sign over here that indicates this is some kind of trail. Obviously, it ends back there at private property, but is there snowmobiles, maybe? That makes more sense. Signs for gas and food. All the way down there. Yeah, this. Okay, vast. Yeah. All right, mystery solved. It's a vast trail. It's like, it doesn't look like a hiking trail. Now, vast stands for Vermont Association of Snow Travelers. So your snowmobiles and snowmobiles, which we always called snow machines growing up. And then when I moved around people who were more used to skiing than that, they'd always kind of raise their eyebrow whenever I said snow machine, because they're thinking about something else. Alright, I think around here we might start seeing those trees. I can't remember exactly where it was. I just remember it was somewhere up this road in a stand of beech trees up somewhere. So hopefully we spot a lion's mane pretty soon. Okay, I won't. This is as far as you're driving if you were going to drive here. I think you could easily make it with you know, anything other than like a really low set sedan. You can just turn around here and head back out. You'll notice there's not a lot of room for anybody else on that road. So if you do come here, I guess I recommend doing what I did and park in the park place up by Route 9 and just walk in. You do what you want. I think maybe a little past here is where I found all those lion's manes one time. I know you keep going, you'll come to the pond. And the pond's pretty cool. But there's also another pond behind it I've heard about. And I think I've seen on satellite pictures. I'd like to check that pond out someday. And but I'm told getting to it is a bit of a bushwhack. I don't know if it'll be this year or this fall, but at some point. Poop alert. There's a weird looking bird over there. Yeah, oh, I forgot to mention. Poop reminded me. Horses. People like to go horseback riding up here. And it's not uncommon to see a horse. I think the last time, maybe the time before that I was here, there was a bunch of people on horseback going through. I don't see, from here at least, any mushrooms. What is that? I don't think you can see it from here on the camera, but it's like this. This looks like a blind or deer stand. There's another one down there. I don't know if that's what they are or not, but they have the look of it. I'm not wearing any hunter orange, but I don't think it's the deer season. I'm making enough noise, I shouldn't be confused for a deer. So. Thought I heard something, but I think it was my stuff rubbing against trees. Anyway, I came in here because it looked a little lion's maney. Also, I've flushed like 4 roof grouse in here. That or I've flushed two times each. I'm not sure which. But if I was roof grouse hunting today, I'd be mad because I never shot them. Now this part of the, I actually think I've been in here before looking for lion's mane. Didn't find any then either. I did see a deformity in a tree over there that looked pretty promising for a second, but had nothing on it, so that's too bad. I'm gonna work my way back that way, and that'll be where the road is. What do we got here? Oh, I was thinking maybe those little tiny lion's manes, but they're not. They look like the beginnings of some kind of shelf mushroom. But this is the exact kind of tree you'd find the lion's mane on. Beech tree, kind of fugly looking. So I got my eye out for it. I was here to find any. I don't want to go too far in here because I get turned around and forget the direction of the road. It's going to be an awful long night, guys. Cue the sad trombone music. I'm gonna grab it just to grab it, but I don't think that's here yet. Maybe on the back we'll get lucky. Nope, not there. Curious to be going around in there. So I'm basically at Little Pond right now, which is a lot further in than I'd planned to go. In fact, I might be coming out of here today in the dark, quite frankly. But that's okay. By the time it gets dark, I'll be on more or less a road, and getting lost isn't the problem. I brought a headlamp in case you really need it. Walking by a lot of trees that look perfect to host a lion's mane. They got all the hollows and the types you'd expect to see it on, but no lion's mane. I don't think I'm gonna eat that. It's a little gross. But yeah, one might be in here. It's a little fresher. So we're gonna go down to the pond, and then we're gonna go right back, and we're not gonna dilly-dally because, like I said, by the time I get back it might be dark. In fact, it is almost 6 o'clock. I came in here at 4:30. So. Granted, I stopped to look for mushrooms here and there, but I think that was a lot of time. So once I get to the pond, I'm gonna cast about for some mushrooms. If I don't see any, I'm booking it back. Little pond, everybody. About an hour and a half hike from Route 9. Maybe an hour if you don't mess around, just haul it in here. Always wanted to like drag maybe a kayak in here, kayak it. I don't don't see anybody out there. Something's swimming out there, probably some kind of water bird. You know, outdoorsness, I'm happy to say, after driving from one end of North America to the other and back, I thought maybe Vermont wouldn't look as pretty and shiny to me as it normally does. But I can tell you right now, standing here looking at this, hasn't lost any of its luster. So, does make me kind of miss out west. Yeah, seeing the Pacific coast, the giant redwoods, just the desert, hell, you know, just anything really. I'd definitely like to go out and do that all again, but not for a little while. So, to be content with this in the meantime. As you can see, people like to do a little campfire. You can probably camp here. I don't think there's a no camping sign or anything like that, but we got a metal contraption. But somebody left a bag for tent stakes. I felt the coals there dry, but not hot or warm. So whoever was last here was here a while ago. Looks like. All right, I'm gonna look around the trees just for some sign of some lions, mane. And if we don't find any, we're gonna book it on out here. Well, look what we did find. Somebody thought it'd be cool to drive that to the tree. Oh, what did they do? Looks like they ran a line from here. Something over there. Take that with me when I go. I didn't see a lot of litter out here. Hardly any litter, really. That's nice. Maybe it's not frequented by people. This is kind of a pretty amenity-free experience. Really the only people you get out here are kind of the people who like to rough it. It also, it attaches to the Appalachian Trail. There's a Appalachian Trail runs across the trail to get to here. So probably see some hikers. This would be a good candidate. It's not really a lake trip until you touch the lake. So. Someday I should come back, walk around the whole thing, see what we find. Kinds of water creatures we got. Salamanders, all kinds of little salamander boys. That's all I can see. All right. Exciting, right? So, junction between the Appalachian Trail and the Long Trail is that way. The pond we just came from is that way. Maybe go down there. There's another way. And that will actually circle you back to Route 9, but we're not going to go that way. We're going to go straight back. I've been up that way before. I do recall finding a lion 50 feet up in the air. So, I'm gonna waste more time. Probably screw myself here, but alright, we're gonna go to that log and then we're gonna turn back. Cut off after the log. It's getting dark. I'll run around here all day looking for mushrooms. Came here late in the day after work, so I just don't have the time. And I do know if you go off trail in there, you definitely want to have a compass because you will get disoriented And up here you can't hear the highway, so it'll be a little difficult to find a way out if you don't have like the sun or something like that. No hang gliding. Okay, anybody ever wondered? This is the Glastonbury Wilderness. We're right there. Now, yeah, leave it at that. It says wilderness and green, but it's actually pretty forested all throughout here. Bear Wallow Trail. I've always been wanting to find that. I think that's, I didn't know it was called Bear Wallow Trail. I knew there was a place in there called Bear Wallow, but I think what we're going to do at some point, a friend of mine, we're going to enter the forest somewhere along Route 9, and we're just going to walk in there for like a day and then walk back out. We tried that same trick last year. We meandered a lot more than I thought we were, and ended up camping where I could still hear the highway, so it wasn't exactly the deep wilderness camping I'd envisioned. It was a fun time, but hopefully we'll get it right soon. So that'll be fun. I like car camping, but I miss backpack camping. Car camping is nice because you can carry all your crap with you. And don't really have to walk anywhere. Alright, we've come upon the spot I was talking about. It takes you back there. That way, like I said, if you go down that way, it'll loop you right back around. But we're not going to do that, because we're burning daylight. Yeah, it's getting dark, isn't it? This reminds me of those times I would deer hunt until the very last minute I'm allowed. And then I would walk home down a road not unlike this one, much steeper and rockier and snowier at the time. And I'd start to get the creeps. I don't have the creeps right now, but I remember one time coming out from deer hunting, well, a couple times actually, and oh, there's something black and small. What is that? I think it's a porcupine. If it's a bear cub, we were running as fast as we can in that direction, but I think actually it's a porcupine. There. Waddling like a porcupine. A baby bear would run faster, I would think. Alright. Let's go harass the porcupine, shall we? Again, it's a baby bear. Running like hell. Oh, maybe it's a dog. That's a person. Oh, there's people. Okay. They're looking at it too. How's it going? Good. Not bad. Is that a porcupine? Say what?
Back there?
Yeah.
Probably.
Is that what that was? Okay.
I think you got closer to it than us before.
Oh yeah. I was wondering, I was like, if that's a baby bear, I'm not. It looked like a porcupine, but then I saw you guys, I thought maybe it was a dog or something. But alright, well, have a good walk, guys. See you. Alright, that looked like a little family. So, yeah, they weren't sure what that creature was either. I'm 99.9% certain it was a porcupine, because that's what it looked like from where I was. Like I said, I was half worried it might be a baby bear, but it looked a little small for that, for this time of year. So, they were telling me, the guy was telling me he once encountered a bear, two cubs and their mother. They were out once, and he had his German Shepherd, he said. And the Shepherd was off his leash. And unfortunately, though, the dog came right back to him. And there weren't any issues, it sounds like. But it's Funny, because every dog bear conflict, every bear conflict I've heard of lately has involved a dog. So okay, now it is dark. I don't have the creepies because what was I talking about before I saw that porcupine? Yeah, I'd get the creeps coming home from deer hunting, and I always had to laugh because like I got a gun with me. What the hell am I afraid of? So I don't have a gun now. I just got this stick, and with people I could go scream for help. They're headed in. Like there's no houses back here either, so I don't know where they're going. It seemed like they were headed that way, and then maybe they were, because the porcupine was headed this way, and they had stopped when I came on them, so I don't know if they're just going back that way looking for the porcupine or what they're doing. But it's getting a little late to be hiking in here. Granted, it's kind of hard to lose the path. So. I'd like to say we're making good time outdoors, but we're really not. Don't block. I think the camera makes it look darker than it is. It still gets pretty dark. Like it's just past sundown. I got my headlamp on in case there's something I need to spotlight onto, but beyond that. Alright, we're back at the vast trail. It occurs to me those people might actually live on this road. Yeah, it's obviously past dark. We've come to the part of the place where all the houses are, so not much farther to go now. I ain't too worried about bears or anything else. Not that you might not find one, but I tend to avoid houses unless people have been feeding them or something like that, but I don't know. I ain't too worried about it. That is goddamn terrifying in the dark, I tell you that. That rock means we actually got a little ways to go still. What time is it? 7:14. Yeah, I've been in here. I didn't think I'd go to the pond. I don't know why I went all the way to the pond. Well, I know why. I wanted to find mushrooms, but I only found that one gnarly old one and at the pond, more or less. So I guess it was worth it in the end. No bears or porcupines or people or anything like that yet, just the rock. Alright, we made it back outdoors. There is a vehicle here that was not here before, so maybe that's what belongs to those people that were in there. Maybe they don't live around here. I don't know. I don't need to know. Completely up to them if they want to walk around there, right? Anyway, that was fun. Saw some leaves. Saw a nice pond. Oh, what did we gather? Cool looking piece of wood. I don't count the leaf, and that gnarly old lion's mane, which quite frankly might be going in the dehydrator. I'll use it for soup stock or tea or something. Okay. Hopefully my tires don't bind up whatever the hell. Alright.
Miles per year, $995. Do it signing. First payment.
Alright, outdoorsness. Not much of a video, but that's the video. Like and subscribe, I guess, and I'll see you on the next one.